YouTube, it's your boy Gedden, and I'm back with another ESG Football update. This free-to-play game is looking like a banger. Let's get it. YouTube, what it is, it's your boy Gedden. You are watching my live stream. This is the GGC. Welcome. If it's the first time to the channel, make sure you subscribe. If you like the content, please like the content. There's nothing wrong with liking the content. And if you really like it, hit that notification bell on all right. Definitely any support will definitely help my channel grow and help our community grow, because we need more simulation football games. We got to support these independent developed games. EA and Madden and in the NFL, they just re-upped again. We need more competition or something else out there. Anyway, let's break down these skill sets. And that's what I'm going to do in this video. We're going to break down the skill sets of ESG Football because it adds a lot of depth to the game. All right, so we're going to we're going to start at the top. You see on the top right, these are your available skill sets. Will there be more? I don't think so. I don't know. But right now we have plenty of skill sets to help us create our players. And when you add skill sets to your player, like if I add blue, if I add backbreaker, which is the turquoise, that's going to help out the tackling. Everything is color coordinated. Tackler, that adds to the tackle. But what do they actually do? Some of them are very obvious, some of them aren't so obvious. I'm here to let you know or give you my experience what these skill sets actually mean. And we're going to start with backbreaker. Backbreaker, you get stronger tackles, you get more powerful tackles. You're going to be able to dislodge that ball when you tackle the ball carrier. But what else does it mean? What else it means in ESG Football, they want the game to be balanced. They don't want you to have no skill sets and be able to perform moves. And also, I should add to this is that when you're creating your build, and if you're not a 85, if it's 89 and lower, they put you into lobbies or they put you into servers or games without as much penalties, right? Penalties to the game, to how you play the game, right? So they understand that this is a tougher game than most other games. You have to really account for when you're breaking on the ball, you're changing direction, all these things you have to really account for. So they put you in a lobby where the penalties are not that bad. But once you get to 90, they feel as though you've learned to play the game, and the game changes. The game is much harder once you get to 90 to 95, and of course to 99. You play on a different bracket. You have to understand that. So just because you don't have, say, backbreaker, and you're still able to hit stick, backbreaker is for hit stick tackles. If you're able to do that in lower lobbies, but then when you get into that 90 and up lobby and you can't tackle because you decided not to put backbreaker on or tackler, that's yo ass. That means you got to add that to your build, right? So that's what that's all about. All right, so backbreaker, they don't want people, gamers, users to be able to pull off backbreaker tackles, those animations, if you don't have the skill set. Yeah, you'll be able to do it sometimes, but you won't really be able to bring people down. I know this from experience. That's why I just go with tackle and I hit X. I just hit X. That's all I do. But anyway, so backbreaker, it triggers better animations the more backbreaker skill sets you have. That's what the skill sets also do. They trigger better and more favorable animations. Sometimes you won't do anything. Sometimes you'll just whiff, and not bring down the ball carrier if you don't have backbreaker. So backbreaker for hit stick, up on the right stick, and it triggers more animations, better animations, the more skill sets of that you have. Patroller, a big one. Patroller is for coverage. Yeah. So coverage, if the most important thing about coverage is field awareness. Field awareness is very important, not so much in the lower lobby, but in the higher lobby, once you get to 90 or over 89, which is 90, you will now have a blue circle around your player. Depends on how many patroller skill sets you put on to your player, the bigger that circle is. I've seen circles where it's damn near like 15 yards, while other circles are right under your feet. So you have to understand that the more you put patroller on, the bigger that field awareness is going to be and the bigger your circle is going to be. Also, this is what patroller does. A lot of people won't tell you this. This is game, all right? Patroller, if you are playing zone coverage, you are playing better defense. You're able to break on the ball a little bit better. You're able to make interceptions a little bit easier. It will actually trigger animations for you when you put patroller on. Trust me when I tell you, if you're playing DB or safety and you don't have patroller or just one patroller, you might have some issues. If you're playing man coverage, if you do not have smotherer on. We'll talk about smotherer in a second, but smotherer is for man coverage. Patroller is for zone coverage. You see how deep it gets? It gets deep. Okay, bruiser, to break tackles. The more tackle break animations you're going to have, and also stiff arms, and also tackles where you don't press anything and you still break the tackle. That's for bruiser. The more that you have for that, as a running back that is, you will break more tackles. Return man and robo foot, I don't know, but I could surmise, because I've never used these skill sets, but I surmise they're obviously for special teams. You'll probably get more of a boost for return man. And not only that, you see I have no skill sets, right? This is a good time to bring this up as well. I have no skill sets at all, but look at my other attributes. All right. If I put, say, it doesn't matter what I put on, but if I put return man, look at my rushing. Oh, my elusiveness, gets bigger. The potential badge points or skill set points gets bigger. Robofoot, nothing happens, but throw on the run is added to Robofoot for whatever reason. You see that? So skill sets can actually add other attribute points to your build that you didn't know was possible. All right. So the special teams, I don't exactly know because I don't know, but it was a good point to bring up. Skill sets actually do add on to other categories, not just the skill set that they are designated to. So bulldozer, if you can't block in the run game, like if you're playing fours, right, and you are a wide receiver and you're hitting triangle to make a block and you cannot make a block, is because you do not have bulldozer on or you are weak. So bulldozer definitely helps out, giving you good blocking animations for only the run. It does add a little bit to pass blocking, right? Again, if I go to bull rush, which is something completely different, and I go to bulldozer, it adds a little bit to pass blocking, but it adds most to my run blocking. So that's run blocking. When there is a running play, you will get better animations or more potential to make blocks onto players. Bull rusher, on the opposite side, bull rusher is a pass rush move. It took me a little bit to understand that because I'm thinking, oh, bull rush, I'm still gonna bull rush and get to the runner. No. Bull rush is bull rush for pass defense. If the quarterback is making a pass, that's when these animations are better and are going to trigger. Route runner. If you don't know what route running means, route running in football means you could run routes. You could cut and, without losing so much speed, right? The more route runners you have, the more route running skill sets that you have, that means you will be able to make more cuts without slowing down and without it hitting your endurance. or stamina. So also look what Route Runner does. Also, Route Runner adds rushing attribute points to your build. Very important stuff, guys. Dimer, of course, it's for quarterbacks, but I'm still trying to figure out how much Dimer really affects your throw release, your accuracy, and all that type of stuff. So I'm going through on that. I have my quarterback build right now, and I have one Dimer and one Gunslinger. I might do 2 each and then add more speed, but I'm not too sure. So because this is the first time of me playing quarterback, I don't exactly know about Dimer. More than likely, Dimer is going to add probability of, if you throw a bad pass, maybe the coverage might not be able to intercept that ball. I'm not too sure. All right. So Skyscraper, again, there are times when I go out and try to miraculously catch a ball, but nothing happens. It's because I don't have Skyscraper on. If I had Skyscraper on, my tight end build or my wide receiver build, they will be able to go up and catch the ball easier, and you come down with it with more contested catch. If there's a DB trying to catch the ball and you're trying to catch the ball and y'all both are like in a 50-50 type of situation, if you have Skyscraper, that's going to help you catch the ball. Ultimately though, glue hands are going to help you catch those type of passes, contested catches as well. Again, look at glue hands, look at Skyscraper. They add to rushing, they add to your physicals, they even add to your coverage a little bit, like your press coverage or your footwork. Okay, now we're on Smotherer. Smotherer is for man defense. Smotherer is not for zone defense. So if you have Smotherer on and you're playing zone, you're going to be at a disadvantage. Understand what I'm telling y'all. Okay, I only have Patroller on and I go to play man. It's much harder. But if we're playing a zone and I have Patroller on, I feel way better when the ball is in the air or I'm just trying to keep up with my assignment. So again, the developers at ESG don't want you to have no meta. They want the game to be balanced. So therefore, they want you to put on the skill sets that's going to mirror what you're doing on the field. All right. Guardian, pass blocking. If you don't have Guardian on and you try to do some pass blocking as a tight end for a situation like a block and release or just helping out the block on a blitz, sometimes it's going to be hard for you to block because it may not trigger. And of course, if other players have better pass rush moves, they might just throw you out of the way. Speedster. Obviously, Speedster means speed and it adds to your physicals. There's not much else to say about that. But if you have Speedster, you're going to burn people. This is simple stuff. Gunslinger. I surmise the more Gunslinger skill sets you have, you would be able to throw into coverage without it being an interception. But there's a lot of interceptions in this game, right? So again, this is my first time playing quarterback and understanding these skill sets, these two skill sets. So I'm trying to give you what I understand instead of what's obvious, because what's obvious, you don't need any information on that, right? So tackler, it's going to add some tackle power, which is backbreaker, but it's going to allow your tackles not to get broken. And one tackler adds a lot to your tackling. Trust and believe. If you press X to make the tackle, you will wrap up a lot more instead of your tackles getting broken. If you add 2 or 3, you are a wrap up machine. Trust me. Jackrabbit, a lot of elusive animations that this skill set will give you. Also, if you are a running back, when you have Jackrabbit, it's like a little nano or micro cut that running backs do. If you look at Fuego, if you see any of his videos and how he runs the ball, he's the best running back in ESG. I'm thinking because he has Jackrabbit and how he cuts and doesn't lose any momentum. Oh, he's scary every time when he touches the ball. Tactician, of course, it's for pass rush, those finesse type pass rush moves. All right. Again, if you try to do a technician move, if you don't have technician on a pass rush, it's going to do it much slower. The more tacticians skill sets you have, the faster those animations are going to be, and the more likelihood that you're going to get out of those out of that animation to pass rush the quarterback. Now, lane stuffer is for running defense. If you are on the line or if you're a linebacker and somebody gets to you and blocks you, if you have lane stuffer, you get a boost, you get faster. I can't confirm that, but you will definitely break break blocks, your block shed way faster with lane stuffer rather than bull rusher or tactician. It does add to it. Don't get me wrong, it does add to it, but the main thing is lane stuffer is for running, and all you have to do is flick the right stick to the left or the right to block shed. Block shed to the right by pushing right, block shed to the left by pushing left. Again, these skill sets, the more you have, the more likely that you are going to pull off those animations, and good animations at that. All right, I done talked long enough. What do you guys think about these skill sets? Do you have any questions? Let me know. Again, ESG Football is an independent developed game. There are some shortcomings. There's no game that's perfect, but throughout the months and throughout next year or so, this game is going to make hella progress, and it's going to be even more fire than what it already is. Let me know what you guys think about ESG Football and the skill sets in the comment section below. This is your boy Gedden, and we are out of here. Yeah, we're not out of here.